This program brought to you by the Sydney Harbour Casino.
Settle Princess Baboo, Serene Cove, and now they're racing, and Silly Girl got away well. Tam O'Shanter stood there, missed it. Blackwater Bay also was slow out, but Silly Girl won the jump. Hoeing out wide is showing pace, and Sleeping Beauty was bursting through now to take the leaders on. Eugenic the outside, now Rhapsody stuck into a nice handy position. Truino's just behind those from Serene Cove, and Marnie just struck a little bit of trouble there in Serene Cove. He'll settle down midfield about 4 or 5 lengths from them. Pointed Spectacles going up wide around the outside from Northern Talk drifting back. Princess Baboo and a gap away, then came Tam O'Shanter back at the tail with Blackwater Bay. They run onto the bend now inside the 600-metre mark, and it's Sleeping Beauty on the inside of Ingenic, and this pair had got away. Silly Girl holds third, Al Rhapsody under the stick. Now Serene Cove starts to improve between horses, and Northern Talk making up ground is coming around them. They were followed by Princess Baboo and Truino. Into the straight in the first at Gosford to the 200, and Al Rhapsody and Sleeping Beauty are clear. On the outside, Eugenic runs on Serene Cove, and here's Northern Talk. Northern Talk puts in the big strides at the 100, and he's got them. Northern Talk a dash to the front and comes away. Northern Talk goes on to score from Serene Cove, Sleeping Beauty third. They were followed in by Princess Baboo, Silly Girl. Next home would have been Al Rhapsody, who knocked up in his run. Followed in by Truino, then Blackwater Bay. Pointed Spectacle was well out of it, and Hoang was last across the line. He swept around them in a hurry from the 200-metre mark, Northern Talk, for Grant Cooksley, trained by Kevin Connolly. That's him down the centre of the track. It'll be interesting to see the pattern of racing here this afternoon. With the rain, the track dead at the moment and showery, and Northern Talk took a wide path. He came down the centre of the track. He finished hard at his only start at fourth at Gosford, his previous run, and here having his second outing this afternoon, he picked them up very quickly and went to the line to score strongly. Number 5, Northern Talk, ridden by Grant Cooksley, trained by Kevin Connolly, and it's a brown colt 2, Varnick at a pit talk, owned by Dameland Proprietary Limited, Sydneycat. At number straight into the frame 5. Second will be second Serene Cove, Tony Marnie, trained by Darryl Thomas at Canterbury, and third will be number 11, and that being Sleeping Beauty, Robert Thompson, trained by Helen Page at Warwick Farm. The rider gingerly goes into the saddle. They're ready to run. Racing, Cloudy Sky began okay. How's Aussie slow out, and Patricia immediately went back towards the tail, but Cloudy Sky taken on by Nightmare in the early stages, and Nightmare will spear through in the centre to lead the favourite Cloudy Sky, who just parks on its outside. They were followed by Sandy's Glow and Miss World whipping up around them, and the pace is on in earnest in the early stages. Rustic Queen is getting whacked from Patricia making ground on the inside of Manasak Express, and How's Aussie is at the tail. 500 to go, and Nightmare's going quick. She's out 3.5 lengths clear on the favourite Cloudy Sky. Miss World the inside, a gap away Sandy's Glow. Rustic Queen the outside from Patricia. Manasak Express has a big job in front of her, and How's Aussie is last. Nightmare's rider went to the centre of the track, and all other riders follow. They're looking for the centre, the better going, and Nightmare's a minute in front. Cloudy Sky about 4 behind is giving trace from Miss World, and then a gap away came Rustic Queen. Nightmare's rider feels for the stick at the 100, but he's nicely clear. Cloudy Sky starting to get home late, and Manasak Express is flying, but Nightmare, although tired, will score. Nightmare may have hung on the outside. Manasak Express has absolutely flown and made this very interesting. In the centre is Rustic Queen for third, and she's close up. Oh dear, Nightmare really walked the final stages. In behind those was How's Aussie, Patricia, followed by Sandy's Glow and Cloudy Sky, the favourite. Well, it just didn't run on the final stages. Hey, gee, Manasak Express has absolutely got out of the ground the final stages, and she's got there. In fact, the number goes in the frame. Well, this leader has absolutely pulled up to a walk in the last couple of strides, and Manasak Express, who was spotting them a long start, has motored from the tail, got to the outside of the track, and I think that's going to be the place to be on the outside. Now, Nightmare's a good 2.5 lengths clear there. That's 50 metres to go. 5 lengths away, Manasak Express. She's got a lot of work to do from there. That's Rustic Queen in the centre, the orange cap. Now, Nightmare pulls up to a walk. Manasak Express on the outside absolutely dives, and that's Rustic Queen going with Manasak Express. Yeah, and they got there on the outside. This angle a little tricky. I haven't worked on it all that often, but there you can see Manasak Express wide on the track, and she's got there in the very last stride. Ridden by John Grisdale, has not raced since September of 1994. Good training effort by Noel Mayfield Smith from Hawkesbury. Was specced in the ring. It should pay $460, $170 the place. Now, second No number is up as yet. It's pretty tight for second. Rustic Queen Jamie Innes may get second. Just in front of Nightmare, who absolutely walked, number 7, Tony. Number third. Order to run as the favourite. And they're racing. It ought to got away well. Catherine from the inside, and it's in the jeans, also quick to begin. Woodard D's going forward, and he's looking for the lead in the early stages. Casey Jones is coming across and going to park on the outside of those leaders from Skiller. Order's a little deep as they go into that corner. Just a Broker's on his inside, and our Mr. Spaceman is at the tail. Onto the first bend. Catherine now shows the way 2 on Woodard D. It's in the jeans, and Casey Jones is a little deep. 1 away came Skiller from Order the outside. Just a Broker. And our Mr. Spaceman a further 2 away at the tail. They're down the back now, racing towards the 1,000-metre mark, and the roughie Catherine pilots the way, is out by 2 lengths on Woodard, half to Casey Jones the outside. 2 away Order, the favourite, taking closer order, and just a Broker's going up 3 wide. Skiller's racing on their inside from our Mr. Spaceman, and it's in jeans is at the tail. They're inside the 800, and Catherine out racing off the fence is joined by Woodard, who pushes up on its inside. Casey Jones a close third from just a Broker. Order's racing deep, followed by Skiller, our Mr. Spaceman, and it's in jeans, tailed off by 3 or 4. 500 metres left to go, and Woodard D raced up on the inside with Casey Jones. Now Casey Jones goes out to a 3-part length lead on Woodard D. The favourite Order is hard ridden at that stage, about 2 lengths from them. Our Mr. Spaceman improving quickly. Skiller's under the stick from just a Broker. Into the straight again, they head to the outside, coming towards the 200. Casey Jones is just in front. Our Mr. Spaceman working into it, and Order getting right up on the inside. Order after Casey Jones. Our Mr. Spaceman the outside. Casey Jones is giving plenty. Order, and on the outside our Mr. Spaceman. Order the inside, our Mr. Spaceman. Casey Jones, they hit it. Order, I think. Order maybe a nose from either Casey Jones or our Mr. Spaceman. 3-way go, and they got right away. Skiller was 4th in from Woodard D. Just a Broker. They were followed in by It's in Jeans, and Catherine has pulled up at the tail. Oh, this is tight. This is very tight. Order on the outside, I thought possibly may have got there in the last stride. Of course, they've got the tremendous photo finish equipment here at Gosford. There's the number straight away. Number 5, Order, has won from 6, our Mr. Spaceman, and in the centre, Casey Jones. Just having a look at the finish again. The favourite Order should pay 310 and 140. And it was a real slugging affair. Casey Jones went to the lead about 600 out. Now Order, who was under heavy pressure on the corner, but grinding into it. And just in the last couple of strides, Order on the inside, hard ridden by Larry Cassidy, has got the nose down. Oh, gee, isn't that tight? That's close to a 3-way dead heat. But Order getting home narrowly from our Mr. Spaceman the outside, Casey Jones in the centre. And they're ready to run. Carter takes a button. They're racing. Confucius on the inside began quickly, and Gladden out wide, and Appeals is away fast. Greenkeeper was driving forward, and Treasury Gardens got into a handy spot, sitting pat. Now the favourite, the third, goes up into the first half dozen from Southern Magic on the inside. Confucius drifts back. They were followed by a gap in the field. Top Word making ground on the outside. A Pearl Code Prince. A gap away came City to Surf. Northern Tycoon is inside. Rogue's Revenge and Penmanship whipped them in. They sort themselves out and sitting pat with Appeals 3 wide. Show the way with Southern Magic pushing up on the inside. Gladden deep is tucked in behind them from Greenkeeper. They were followed by Confucius and Deferred's in that bunch, the favourite. Then came Top Word. Treasury Gardens is on the outside. A gap away. Pearl Code Prince. Penmanship starts to make ground. City to Surf. Northern Tycoon and Rogue's Revenge at the tail. They're inside the 400, and again they're skirting wide. Southern Magic on the inside needs Larrily from sitting pat, and Appeals around them. Confucius got the run on the inside, and the favourite Deferred is starting to wind up, and Top Word down the outside with Treasury Gardens. Right across the track, Confucius the inside. Misty Miss getting through, and here's Deferred. Deferred raced up in the centre. He grabbed the lead, Deferred close to home, and he starts to draw away. Deferred's beaten Penmanship, who flashed home from last. Top Word out wide is in a photo for third with Misty Miss and Confucius close up. In behind those was City Pat, followed by City to Surf, Southern Magic and Gladden. Out wide then Northern Tycoon, Pearl Code Prince, pulling up quickly, Rogue's Revenge and also Greenkeeper.
Great Olympic.
They'll run away from us the first 300 metres. And they're racing. A good level line too. Chariot's Game and Healing Force, both from the inside, are going forward. Hidden Pleasure's ridden along in the early stages from Proud Harvest. Angry Yat and now Tuvi Town is drifting back. Hotspur and Medica Physical is on its outside. They're already racing wide as they leave that short shoot and commence the run on the corner where Healing Force shows the way. Healing Force coming to the 1400 a half on Hidden Pleasure. Chariot's Game, the favourite, settling third, although has the mouth open, wanting to over-race the shade. Angry Jat's racing its outside. Tuvi Town is going up deep in a clutter of horses with Proud Harvest, Hotspur and Metaphysicals whipping up around the outside. Gee, the pace slowed as they came to the 1,000. He grabbed hold of the leader, Healing Force, with Hidden Pleasure its outside. Angry Jats going up on their outside. Metaphysical very wide. Hotspur from Chariot's Game, Tuvi Town and Proud Harvest the tail, but only 3 lengths cover them. 700 metres to run, and they ran the first half of the race very slow. Healing Force should suit the leaders. Healing Force in front with Hidden Pleasure matching strides on its outside. Angry Jat is out 3 wide. Hotspur on their inside. Chariot's Game just being niggled to shade the favourite. Tuvi Town on its outside. Proud Harvest second last. Metaphysicals under the stick and about 8 from the leader. Healing Force got a half length away and he's travelling okay as they race to the 400. Hidden Pleasure immediately under pressure. Angry Jat now. Chariot's Game the favourite deep, but he's about 3 to 4 lengths from them. Hotspur pushing up from Proud Harvest and Tuvi Town had dropped off. They're racing to the 200 and Healing Force after a soft run in front had got away. He's 2 on Proud Harvest. Hotspur battles on from Angry Jat and then Hidden Pleasure, but Healing Force after a soft run in front will come away. Healing Force, great ride. Jim Cassidy comes on to score by the best part of 2. Proud Harvest second from Hotspur, then Angry Jat. Chariot's Game the favourite, disappointing. Hidden Pleasure. Tuvi Town stopped badly. His run a long second last, and Metaphysical, the roughie, is back at the tail.
The Lagoon seat
today, the bit of going out in the centre of the track. Line's good, and they're racing. Good level line. Ruby Sar immediately went back to the tail, and Seaford began quickly. Caramba is driving up on the outside, and Mighty Morphin bursting through. Jets a charge for the lead. Mighty Morphin on the inside is trying to lead. Shaquoz is going up with Manzel, Burt, now Dynasty the inside from Seaford. Ruby Sar tucked in behind them. Caramba's a little deep from Bedouin Thanks, the favourite. 3 or 4 lengths from the leaders. Poetic Power, Mino Fly is second last, and Sir Fleet whipped them in, and he's probably 7 or 8 lengths from them. They race now towards the 500 and Shaquoz takes a narrow lead. Mighty Morphin, Our Dynasty kicked up on the inside. Manzel Burton is almost making a line of 4 from Seaford, tracking them. Ruby Sar, Bedouin Thanks, the favourite, about 3 lengths from the leader inside the 400. Caramba's very wide. Poetic Power, Mino Fly and Sir Fleet into the straight now. They've got just over 250 to go, and Shaquoz out wide, and Our Dynasty booted right back through the inside, and Our Dynasty got away from Shaquoz and Mighty Morphin. Ruby Sar is running on well. Mino Fly, the favourite. Bedouin Thanks can't win. Our Dynasty just in front. Shaquoz and Mighty Morphin getting through. Mighty Morphin and Our Dynasty. Our Dynasty. Our Dynasty beat Mighty Morphin tight third. Out wide Shaquoz, in the centre Ruby Sar. They got away. Next in was Mino Fly, Manzel, Burton, Bedouin Thanks, the favourite, failed to run on. Poetic Power, Caramba always well back. Seaford was disappointing, and Sir Fleet the tail runner. Our Dynasty, I think, has hung on to score at any old odd. $67.30 and $13.10. Might be the place to be up front. A lot of the winners have been in the forward position. Our Dynasty held the lead on the inside. He's forward back. Oh, rather, Mighty Morphin might have got him, though, in the... Let's have a look at the numbers. Our Dynasty has got it. Yeah, Our Dynasty gets it from Mighty Morphin. Our Dynasty ridden by Andrew Gibbons, trained by Wayne Wilkes from Rose Hill, and Our Dynasty fought back strongly. Mighty Morphin lunged at it in the centre. As you can see, Our Dynasty for apprentice Andrew Gibbons hanging on. Mighty Morphin lunged on the outside. But gee, there wasn't much in it, was there? A half a head was the margin, a half a head. Our Dynasty gets it. Andrew Gibbons, Wayne Wilkes, Rose Hill. Oh, gee, the numbers go up quick in the frame here with this modern photo finish equipment. Our Dynasty, the winner, paying $67.30 and $13.10, has just defeated 9 Mighty Morphin, Jamie Innes. $3 the place. 12 Shaquoz, Cameron Swan will pay $10.40 for the line good. Glenn Boss on My Band Star, the favourite. Pardon me, here in the 7th event, the Gosford RSL Club at a cap, it's over 1600. Line looks good. And they're racing. Fairly level line too. Revo Gold on the inside got away nicely. Corporations looking for the lead. Praise Yorm is going up forward, and My Band Star Glenn Boss is pushing the favourite up into a forward position. North Sea is wide. Terrestrial dropping back towards last with Battle Alert. They run onto that first corner, and Praise Yorm races on the outside of Revo Gold. Corporation lobbed in behind them. North Sea on his outside. He allowed the favourite to find his legs past the 1200 My Band Star. He's about 3 or 4 lengths from the leaders, and there's a little bit of pace on too. to 5 or 6 away to Terrestrial, and Battle Alert whipped them in. They're into the back now, racing towards the 1,000-metre mark, and racing on the inside, showing the way and doing it nicely is Praise Jorm. Praise Jorm is the pilot as they head down the back. They're about to move up and challenge. Corporation's a half length away. On the inside, Revo Gold, North Sea, My Band Star. The favourite is in close touch. He's only 3 from the leader. They get away from Battle Alert racing on the outside of Terrestrial. They start to bunch up though, and Praise Jorm shows the way. A half Corporation, North Sea deep. Revo Gold now is doing it hard on the inside. My Band Star, the favourite, is boxed up at this stage. Battle Alert wide as they really pack up, and Terrestrial tacking on at the tail, but only 2.5 to 3 lengths cover the field. Praise Jorm attacked now by Corporation. North Sea 3 wide is coming up to tackle them. Battle Alert around them. He's gone to the inside on My Band Star, the favourite, and then Terrestrial and Revo Gold into the straight. Praise Jorm and Corporation together. My Band Star, though, looks to have them on the inside. North Sea battles on. My Band Star the inside, and North Sea doing a bit the better. Might be in the better going. North Sea a narrow lead. My Band Star coming back at him. My Band Star, North Sea. My Band Star, I'd say, got there. My Band Star beat North Sea, third Corporation. Praise Jorm, Battle Alert. They were followed in by Terrestrial and Revo Gold along last. Good finish. Glenn Boss had to get to work on My Band Star, the favourite, to get every inch out of him, but I think he got there narrowly. My Band Star second will go to North Sea, Jamie Innes. By gee, they settled down to fight this one out tooth and nail. That's Boss on My Band Star the inside. North Sea on the outside, Jamie Innes. I thought North Sea might have been in the better going. You can see they're 3 or 4 horses apart there. They virtually finished together when they hit the line. No numbers in the frame as yet. My Band Star the inside and North Sea the outside. I'd say North Sea's a narrow lead there with a couple of strides to go, but Boss really into the favourite, My Band Star, and he lunges on the inside, and I think he'll get the bob in right on the line. Oh, gee, this is tight. This is tight. If you're on either one, North Sea or My Band Star, looking at that freeze frame, there's nothing separating them. The thing that amazes me, the number hasn't gone into the frame. They're usually super quick here at Gosford, so that suggests that this is desperately tight. North Sea Jamie Innes, trained by Bob Thompson at Randwick, and My Band Star Glenn Boss, trained by Neil Campton at Rose Hill, have split the line. It's as close as you'll get to a dead heat. And I just said, it is a dead heat. It is a dead heat. 2 and 3 have dead heated. My Band Star Glenn Boss and number 3 North Sea Jamie Innes have dead heated. When it took time for the number to go up into the frame, I had a feeling it was getting to that stage of a dead heat. If you're on the third one, that was 6 Corporation across the line. It hasn't gone up as yet, but I called 6 Corporation in third, Larry Cassidy, trained by John Size at Randwick. So My Band Star, no dividends as yet to hand. My Band Star is a Chestnut Gilding 4 Fiesta Star out of My Band, owned by BC and Mrs. Emma Morton, ridden by Glenn Boss, trained by Neil Campton. North Sea, the other dead heater, is ridden by Jamie Innes, trained by Bob Thompson at Randwick. A Brown Gilding 4 by Sea Road, and a Agility owned by the Taylor Racing Syndicate, managed by Kate Taylor. Now, there's no third number at hand as yet, no third number. The time for the event, 1:39.28. 1:39.28 the time, the last 600 in 37.74. We've had some terrific finishes here this afternoon. 3 of them were a nose finishes, or a half head or a nose, in 3 previous races, and now we've got a dead heat here in the 7th event. Still wait on the...
There goes Herology up into its position. It's the tote favourite now. Dolberton Steele's about to go in. Rhapsody Girl to move forward, and Jaradane is still away from line. So the last couple going in for the Newmarket. It's $4.10 Herology, $4.80 now. Harvey Ladd is the second pick, and $4.70 for number 13, Rhapsody Girl. Win pool's almost $90,000. As we wait on Rhapsody Girl to go right up. Velvet and Steel was positioned out wide. Jaradane hasn't yet gone in. He'll be one of the back markers, Jaradane, but he really can find the line. You've seen him really turn in some outstanding performances here on the Darling Downs. And he's been kept safe in the market. On the tote, he's at $9.65. So Mr. Lyle Woodall's onto his stand. We're just about ready to go. Set, ready and racing in the Newmarket. From wide out, Rhapsody Girl began very quickly. Beware of near the inside and Into Man began fast, but Rhapsody Girl has got over on her ear. She raced up to go to the lead from Into Man, who goes up on her outside. She's on the rail. Then 2 lengths to Beware of, and Harvey Ladd's driving through in the centre. They're followed wider out on the track. Erodigy going up with King Tribute and Gentle Rocket behind them. Roanoke Boy got back to centre field near the rail, and then came Captive on its outside. Further back in the field then came Jaredane, who got a good way back. Latin Poet's well back, and so too is Yaradov. A couple of lengths to another buck, and Velvet and Steel at the rear. 600 to go, and Rhapsody Girl is flying. A length and a half to Into Man. They're followed then by Herodigy 3 wide. Harvey Ladd through in the centre. Gentle Rocket's been wide, but is going forward as they come to the turn at the 400. They're followed back behind them by Latin Poet and Roanoke Boy. Rhapsody Girl in front round the final bend. 250 to go, and she booted. She got 2 lengths in front. Harvey Ladd in second, then came Herodigy. Here's Roanoke Boy to the outside, but Rhapsody Girl at the 200, 2 in front. Roanoke Boy getting to second and is coming like a rocket. Roanoke Boy and Danny Craven go after Rhapsody Girl. They go to it, and Roanoke Boy's got there. Beat Rhapsody Girl, and Harvey Ladd has run third. Latin Poet flashed home, so did Jaredane. He's right on their heels. Then in behind those came Into Man with King Tribute, another buck, Gentle Rocket. Further back in the field then came Captive. Never really got into it. Herodigy weakened right out of it. Yaradorf was always well back. Beware of finished a long way back, and Velvet and Steel was the last one to pull up. It's a photo finish, ladies and gentlemen, but there's no doubt that Roanoke Boy has come with a wet sail in the last 180 metres to run down Rhapsody Girl, who'd beaten them all off, but she couldn't hold off Roanoke Boy. And Danny Craven, the Premier Rider here at Dalby, has driven Roanoke Boy up on the outside of Rhapsody Girl in the dying stages. And Roanoke Boy, coming home like an absolute train, has got up to beat Rhapsody Girl. Harvey Ladd will hang on for third, just in front of the flashing Latin Poet, who really did come home with a wet sail over the final part as well. So we'll stand by for the judge to confirm the numbers, ladies and gentlemen, after the Queensland Cotton Newmarket Handicap. A wonderful race and a great finish.
All right, well, it was a great win there to Roanoke Boy. Thought the leader...
Over 1,100 metres. They're racing. Space Moon began quickly, and USEP also away smartly. They're taken on by Itchy Palm. Myella Prince is driving up, and Chanted hunted along in the early stages is also looking for the lead. The Boss settles in behind them from Souvant Rouge and Rapid Drifter. Yellow King getting back from Grecian Village, and Nanaimo is at the tail about 8 or 9 from them. 700 metres to go. Itchy Palm taken on by Newsept, who goes up in the centre now to take them on, and Space Moon is 3 wide. Chanted's racing on the inside of those from Souvant Rouge. Myella Prince racing on his outside, followed by the Boss, Yellow King, and then came Rapid Drifter, followed by Grecian Village, and Nanaimo was at the tail about 7 from the leader. Newsept, the favourite on the outside, is joined by Chanted, who pushes up on the fence. Space Moon's 3 wide, and Itchy Palm is between them as they turn, and the Boss getting right up along the inside from Souvant Rouge. Into the straight now, they race to the 200, and Chanted a dash to the lead. Itchy Palm is battling on. The Boss getting through on the fence. The Boss is after Chanted. Itchy Palm on the outside. Newsept is battling away. Chanted's in front though, and he's too good for them, Chanted. Chanted goes on to beat Myella Prince, and flashing up Nanaimo on the outside will figure in a photo for second. Then Itchy Palm. Newsept couldn't go on under the big weight. Souvant Rouge followed by Yellow King. Space Moon knocked up on his run from the Boss, and out of it then Grecian Village and Rapid Drifter. Chanted. Number 7, Chanted, ridden by Greg Farrer, trained by Barbara Joseph in Canberra. And he should pay $9.80 and $3.10 on the New South Wales TAB. Chanted number 7, $9.80, $3.10. Well, he loves the wet. I was talking to Barbara Joseph before the event. She said he's had 2 starts in the wet for 2 wins, and today he'll really appreciate the going. Number 7, Chanted, the winner. Second will be 8, Nanaimo. Flashed home down the outside from last for Darryl McClellan for second money, and third will be number 2, Myella Prince. Also got home strongly with Glenn Boss in the saddle. 7, 8 and 2, the numbers are Semaphore. He got a break halfway down the straight, but by gee, if the race had been much further, Nanaimo was absolutely cutting them down. But a good ride by Greg Farrer. He's one of the most improved jockeys doing the rounds, Greg Farrer. He came out of his apprenticeship 5 months ago, And truly, he's been riding in outstanding form, over 40 winners since coming into the senior ranks, and it's not easy to do once you start riding without the claim. But he's riding with confidence. A string of winners around the Canberra district. Barbara Joseph didn't hesitate to leg him up here on Chanted in the Crackerjack, and he's produced the goods with a great ride. Number 7, Chanted, is a brown gelding 5, Luskin Star, Princess Daly, owned by K. Rook and P.H. Joseph. 983.10. Second, number 8, Nanomo, Darryl McLennan, trained by Neville McBurney at Wyong, and should pay $4.20 the place. And third, number 2, Myala Prince, $1.90 the place, ridden by Glenn Boss, trained by Albert Stapleford from Gosford. Switch, Regento. Starter has the button, ready to run in the last at Gosford. Race number 9. Set. Starter holding them. There's an attendant out wide, one giving a little bit of trouble. Now they're racing in the last event, and it's a good line. You linger on the inside, and Cossack Girl to Shiftway, and there's Beltec spearing through looking for the lead. And Beltec, he's not overly keen to lead now. He restrains, and Lady Lawrence and Richia drive through along the inside. Jono Switch has lobbed into 4th. They were followed by Zarucci getting up on the inside. Western Roll caught a little wide, and Hellsane is also in that clump of horses as they race past the 800. The Shiftway was drifting back. Regento also getting back in the field. Cossack Girl and Spy's Love was at the tail. Richia takes over in the last at Gosford and shows out 2 on Lady Lawrence, and Beltec getting a nice run. Kingston Point wide goes forward. They were followed by Zarucci, and Western Rollers making ground on the outside of Jono Switch. Yolinga's going backwards now at that point from Hellsane. Regento to Shiftway is very wide. Cossack Girl and Love Spy. They're about to turn. Richia has a nice handy break. Turning's about 2 on Lady Lawrence. Beltec is giving chase. Western Roll's the widest run of the favourite there with Cossack Girl. Inside the 200 he goes for Richia, still 2 on Lady Lawrence. Beltec is battling away. Richia clear coming inside the 100. On the outside is the only danger, Lady Lawrence, but Richia will see it out. Richia goes on to score from Lady Lawrence. Third in Regento, then Beltec, followed in by Zarucci. Next in Love Spy, out of it to Shiftway, followed home by Cossack Girl. Hellsane, you linger well back with Jono Switch on the favourite. Is knocked up to run towards the tail. Western Roll. Number 6, Richia, has led all the way. Richia from barrier 1, Alan Robinson drove it through to show early pace, $17.40 and $4.40. A roughie in the last. Richia, $17.40, $4.40. Has scored her in the last. Number 6. Second to be number 10, Lady Lawrence, was the only danger. Took some ground off the winner of the closing stages, but the winner had the race parcelled up. You can see Alan Robinson hard at work with the stick to keep Richia going. Lady Lawrence, number 10, Darryl McClellan, second. And third, Regento, run on fairly well. Regento, number 11, Craig Carmody. The winner, $17.40, $4.40 for number 6, Richia. 10, Lady Lawrence, $4.60, and 11, Regento, $3.10 for third. Fourth went to number 4, was Beltec, Andrew Gibbons. Fifth was 13, Zarucci, and 12, Spy's Love, has run 6. So the superfecta numbers read as 6, 10, 11, 4, 13, and 12. A short neck by 2 3/4 lengths of the margins. Short neck 2 3/4, 1:11.87 the time on the final event. 1:11.87, 37.20 the final 600 metres. So too good. Richia, Alan Robinson, had finished 11th at Newcastle, its latest run. Midfield at Newcastle and 5th at Warwick Farm the run prior to that. So its form had been a little bit mixed. But here it certainly appreciated the wet conditions, and Richia out in front has led all the way in the final event. Hope you've had a good day here on the Gosford races. Chris O'Brien signing off from Gosford. Thanks very much, Nick.
Thanks, Chris. See you soon. 6, 10 and 11, race 9 at Gosford. Protest has been